Okay, countdown's on. Get ready, everybody. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. So Basic and Asher Rose present the cadence of the melody of the aria of the Coda of Love, the amazing story of Mac Lexus and Gerard Way. Warning, this is rated Extreme Meme Plus, Fiction AU Majig Heavy PG Plus 13, contains English Penguin Common Speak, drama, adventure, suspense, mystery, spelled with an I, interestingly, science, things, and stuff, cadence, Green Bat, Freddy the Shopkeeper, Voldemort, Alexis, Mac, one chapter, words, definitely a number of words. Here we go. They told me I was too young. They told me I needed more training. I told them I would flee home and marry the vocalist of My Chemical Romance. And that was the start of my story. A young blonde girl with an absent father and a dying mother. Last I heard, he was plagued by the terrible meme, socks. But I don't care about any of that. Parents are like, lame. My dad keeps saying, fireball, or something. I just needed to find the vocalist of MCR. I heard he lived on a crypt, but upon arriving, an innocent girl touched me with a flower. I felt a bit giggly, and then confused. And then the next day I woke up next to this crazy young girl that slept with a dove on her head. She said, "Good morning!" And I tried to run away, but then she said, "Oh no!" And it was so cute, so I stayed for a bit longer, but I was worried. How on earth would I find the vocalist of MCR? That's when I heard voices coming from me. Father? Mother? But no, it was the dove. The dove flew out the door and I felt compelled to run. As he flew, I raced after him, my heart pounding with my feet. I was all aflutter, and so was the dove. He led me to a cave and I could hear singing. I was hypnotized. I followed deeper and deeper, thinking of nothing but my love's sweet tweets, and wondered as I ran, who was this mysterious singing figure? The dove had vanished, flying too fast for me to keep without some way of leaping up the rocks in this cave. The singing grew louder and louder as my heart pounded more violently. Was it fear or passion? I found a strange Scottish man. As I walked toward him, I greeted him and asked him who he was. I got a surly glare and asked whether I had turned my RTMP stream off, and I was promptly banned. Baffled, I walked on as a French gentleman ran past, stealing the surly Scot away. Then they redacted for not being PG-13. I turned the next corner to find the source of the song.
Thank God
a
it's not
shopkeeper singing for all he was worth. And as he turned towards me, I realized he was Gerard Way, the vocalist of MCR. I fell to my knees and swooned and was completely overcome by the beauty of his voice. I stayed there with him forever and gave him all my love forever, less than 3 ellipses. But then, he became Voldemort and tore his green bat teeth into me as he sucked my soul forever. Oh, the memes! This message has been brought to you by Basic and Asher Rose. Thank you very much.
Oh my god. I am actually crying. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Very dramatic. I cannot keep you with that.
Come on, let's hear your dramatic fan fiction reading.
Oh my god. All right, well, with a quick update for the race, I don't know what's happening. I think Basic's gonna win dub first, maybe. I don't know. All right. Okay. Oh, that was too funny. Okay, I don't think this one's nearly as long. I didn't really read through it, so this will be a blind reading, blind percent of reading. This is the yellow team's The Yellow Team's fan fiction. Let me turn up my microphone so I can get some ASMR style. Okay, there we go. Okay. King Torture and Hyena's beautiful fic. Today was Cadence's first day in high school. Her holidays had been pretty boring. She had spent most of it feeding birds with her childhood friend Dove, so she was excited to meet new people and learn new things at school. She knew her Uncle Eli was going to be teaching this year, and she couldn't wait to attend his How Not to Blow Yourself Up All the Time class. Uncle Eli also had good advice for her, like, every opponent has a pattern. Learn the pattern, and you won't have so much as a scratch. Or, axe is not a broadsword. And, use your spells! She got dressed, grabbed her shovel and her belt knife, and went downstairs to have breakfast with Mom and Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom, she said as she entered the kitchen. Hi, Cadence, her parents replied. A huge piece of ham was sitting on Cadence's plate, and she was drooling just looking at it. Is it all for me? She asked. It is. Eat 'em, Cadence, said Dorian, smiling. She praised the ham and went ham on her food. When she was done, she brushed her teeth, got her pack of holding, and left for school, along with her dad. She was jogging alongside him, trying to keep up with her father's huge strides as he was nonchalantly bounding along. It almost seemed like he had to take twice as many steps to keep up. She had to take twice as many steps to keep up. That makes sense. Once she arrived in the school, Cadence took a seat next to the window. The bald teacher looked sternly at her and said, "Aren't you a freshman? This is sophomore class." "Drop dead," Cadence replied. The teacher was having none of this. With a grin on his blue face, he started dragging Cadence out of the room. "Try again, my pet. Your room is across the hall." Then Cadence grabbed the loot from him and stabbed him with it in the end. Then she yelled, "D." Finn. There you go. So that was... there you go. Those are our fanfics. It's good stuff. Cadence goes